Okay, so welcome to DIY for Youth Learnathon Hacker 2. So today I'm going to teach you how to do advanced prompt engineering, and Sophie will teach you how to do the business plan. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so let's recap what we've learned last week. So in last week's Learnathon, we learned web architecture and how it looks. So what you see and what it really happens. And we learned about Gradio, GPT API, and we've built basic chatbot website application using GPT API and Gradio. So yeah, what is advanced prompt engineering? Since we're talking about advanced prompt engineering today. So basically, imagine that you have a very, very smart robot friend that you can ask to do tasks or answer questions. But sometimes to get the best answer from your robot friend, you'll need to ask your question in a special way. This is what we call advanced prompt engineering. It's like knowing the best way to ask something so your robot friend understands exactly what you mean and gives you a perfect answer. So here are some examples of advanced prompt engineering. So first, ask clearly. Make sure your question is clear and easy to understand. It's like when you ask your friend to pass you a red pencil, not just any pencil. Give details. Sometimes you'll need to give a little more story or information so your robot understands better. It's like explaining why you need the red pencil. Ask step by step. So if something is hard to understand, break it down into smaller questions, like steps in a recipe. Be specific. So if you need your answer to be in a certain way, be it like a list or a story, tell your robot exactly that. And be fair, make sure you're not making a robot think in a way that isn't nice or fair to anyone, even like illegal. And try again. If the answer isn't good, try again, asking in a different way or add more information. So now I'm going to do a demo. So we see Gradio, we can ask, no, area of 2D shape. And the system message and prompt template will be what we're going to talk about today. So now we're adding a system message. You're an education expert for K-12 students. Your task is to teach students to answer the question step by step with particular examples and exercise. Your answer should not be more than 150 words. So this will be our system message. And the prompt template will be this instructions. So basically you can see step 1, 2, 3, 4, and the output example and the template. So instruction, example, and question. So now if we run it, we should see something like this. So basically it matches with the template, the output example, instruction, examples, and questions. Also, it follows steps 1, 2, 3, 4, analyzing the student's question, providing instructions, providing particular examples, and playing a game by asking questions. Alright, so yeah. So as we did last time, let's go to the demo. So as we did last time, if we run the code, you should see somewhere to ask your question and somewhere is the output. That's basically only two parts. And today we're gonna add system message and prompt template. So if you ask the same question, It just won't give you like instructions and nothing with the system message and prompt template. All right, so yep, so we can customize the chatbot by adding system messages. And yeah, this makes our AI more customizable and you can optimize it and personalize it. And after adding system message, you can customize the GPT chatbot even more by adding a prompt template. So if you don't give an example for the GPT, it may not always follow a format and might have the different response every single time. And to make that, we will need to add the prompt template, which is like basically like the format. Okay, now let's code this. So this should be your code from last time. Yep, all these code. And today we're gonna add system messages. To add system messages, it's basically changing 3 spots. So here's your student API key. Here in this function, add one more parameter. And actually, starting from the user interface, this is where you input. So adding a text box with the label of system message, placeholder of edit system message. Yep, this is the user interface. Then we can add this parameter in the function. And in the response, we call the API, adding the system message parameter, which is like basically like calling the system message in OpenAI. Okay, so, oh yeah, if you have any questions, just ask right now. No, then we're gonna move on. You will have time to copy the code later. Okay, so after adding system messages, you should see this. Oh, Kevin, do you not have an API key? Did you learn how to set up the student key with Legend? Okay, then you should have a key. If you don't, you can use this key. It'll also work. It's also a student API key. Okay, so here. Now we added the system message. Let's test with the system message and without the system message. So let's just ask what is OpenAI without the system message. OpenAI is an artificial intelligence research lab, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's good, but we can still we can still customize it. For example, having the system message as you're a speech expert, your role, blah blah blah. Okay, so this should give you a 1 minute speech, which a normal human can present. Okay, OpenAI is a research organization that aims to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. And all of this is basically like a 1 minute speech. Okay, good. So this is basically adding system message. And now we're going to talk about adding prompt templates. So still starting from the user interface, adding one more text box with the label of prompt template, the placeholder of edit the prompt template, and 10 lines just to make it look good. Okay, so actually the first user interface should match with the first parameter, The second should match with the second. Now the third, which is our prompt template, should be here. Okay, so here we are assembling the prompt. The prompt now here is a F string. So basically you can have multiple lines and a lot of information here. And the prompt is this prompt template parameter. And the user's questions also with the triple quotation, that means you can have a long answer. Long question. Okay, so here's what with prompt template looks like. All right, so you have the place to enter your question, you have system message and prompt template. Now let's go back to the first question. With the system message and prompt template. Okay, good. This output is basically like what I just demoed in the start of this class with the instruction, example, and question. Let's go back. Wait, so you might have a question like, what exactly is a prompt template? So like here, the prompt template should just be so the prompt template is basically like a template. It's like a format that that you should that this chatbot should use in its response. So as we can see here, we have step 1, 2, 3, 4, and the output examples. So this output example has the template, so instructions, examples, and questions. So the GPT will follow exactly three these three categories. Yep. So now let's actually do the code. Right, so this should be your code from last week. And today we're just adding one more user interface, one more component, which is a text box with a label of system message. And now the inputs should be a list because you have more than one of the radio components. So this should be a list right now. You can change here and add system message here and add system message when calling the API. Okay, so the red parts are what you should change. Now I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do all these. Just to add the user interface, add system message here, and system message in the define. Okay. So if you have any questions, ask right now. Yep, you can also ask Legend if you don't have a student key. Oh, so now we're basically adding a system message by editing a few lines of code. So adding the system message so you can customize your chatbot more to customize the behavior. And to do that, you only have to write a interface. So adding a text box and the system message here and call the API with system message. Okay, that's all you have to do, and the code in red is what you have to change from the code last time. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the code in the chat. Oh, you might not be able to copy and paste the code in the chat. So I'm also gonna put it in Discord. But I don't think you really need to copy and paste because you only have like three points, like 3 lines that you have to change. Basically, like the text box and the parameter here and the parameter here. Oh, so for the example, I'll put it in the group chat. Um, what is Okay, so we only need the system message right now. So I'm gonna put the system message in the chat. Wait, 1 minute left. So if you're done, then raise your hand. So I know you're done. If you need more time, just tell me. It's okay to have more time. Okay, good. Thank you. Good. It says no. Kevin, did you follow Legend steps to do the environment setup? Because we have like we have our student key, so now we're using the student key. I mean the second time of environment setup. So there is like unzipping the DIY for youth thing. Do you do that? Oh, you didn't get the file? Give me a second. Yes, you'll get this problem if you missed Hacker 1. So, now you will have to watch Hacker 1 video because we can't have more time talking about this because this is in Hacker 1. And you guys can ask questions after the class if you have any questions. Okay, so I think most of you are done, right? You don't see the template? What do you mean by you don't see the template? I put the template in chat. Do you want me to send it again? Oh, the prompt? We're not there yet. So we're just giving them more time. Okay, we're only at adding system messages. So I think everybody is done. Do anyone want to present? Oh, okay. So for Jasper, if you need more time, you can still take your time. Oh, I'm just finding somebody to do the demo. Yes. So do anyone want to present their code? No one, so I'm gonna pick someone. Maybe Zachary? I think you're done for a while, so do you want to present? So Zachary, do you want to present your code? Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop sharing and you can share. Oh, okay. Mhm. Okay. Yes. Good. Very good. The code is all correct. And yes, try adding the system message. Yes. Good. Thank you. So now I'm gonna share again. So do anyone also want to present their code? Um, so Jasper, are you done? If you're done, do you want to present now? Oh, you're still running it? Okay, take your time. Actually, I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. Then we're gonna move on to adding a prompt template. Okay, are we all done? Okay, so let's move on into adding a prompt template. So this is a little bit more complicated, but still let's start from the user interface. You only need to add a text box with 10 lines in the user interface and adding the prompt template parameter here, assembling the prompt. You will have to make quite a bit of a change here. I'm just not writing all of the code because that's a lot and it won't fit here. So the prompt will be a f string, which is a long string, and the template and the prompt template, the user's question is a triple quotation, which is also a long string. So now let's see what's adding a prompt template. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so now we have all these. Again, we'll ask. Actually, now let's ask a different question. So make it a little harder. a 3D shape. And also adding this. And the prompt. Okay, so it should follow the prompt template with step 1, 2, 3, 4 and instructions, examples, and questions. Now let's run it. All right, so now it gives the answer. Very good. It still follows the template, whatever the question is, as long as it matches the system message, it will give a very good answer matching the prompt template. So this is basically what the prompt template does. It formats it, has instructions, example, and question. Okay, so going back to the code. All right, so from the previous one, you should change this into now how we actually you should add this here. So basically adding the prompt and the user query. So this is the original one. And now we're adding the prompt here. And also you have to change here. So adding the prompt template text box and edit the prompt the placeholder as edit the prompt template here with 10 lines. So it is nice and long, not squished together. Okay, so adding the prompt template here, adding this and the interface is basically what we need right now. Yeah, so you're gonna have 5 minutes. I'll give you guys 8 minutes because it's kind of complicated. You might have some errors, just check your code carefully. Okay, going back to Python. Okay, so do you prefer like using Python? Okay. Okay, you still can't see the whole thing, but you know, adding a prompt template right there and adding the user interface here. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, for Jasper, you will have to, oh, sorry. So for Jasper, you have to unzip it, then drag it into DR for use. So when you're done with this, so I'm gonna share the prompt template in the chat. So this is what you need here. Oops. It seems to exceed. Wait, let me do it like from the instructions. I'm gonna make it 2 parts. So this is the first part, and here's the second part. Okay, so now if you put all of the prompt templates in here and run it, you should see this. Okay. So now I'm gonna give you guys 5 more minutes just to do this. And somebody will present. Okay. So the code you really need is from line 7 to line 29. Just look at that. Sorry. So you might not be able to find your system message because we had so many chat here. So now I'm gonna put the system message oh in the chat again. Okay, so are you guys all done? If you need more time, just let me know.
There's an error.
Oh, there's an error, then you can share a screen. Let me see what the error is.
It says it doesn't know this thing, but I don't know if I need this thing. Um, from diverse students.
Oh,
It doesn't recognize call API type for youth student.
um, so does it work in the other ones?
Yes, it does.
Oh, stop all first, and now run the code. Try running the code. Oh, put the codes in the first line. I mean, click to advanced spot 2. Um, try putting all the code into the first line. Don't leave space.
Oh, oops. It,
Um, wait a second. So, um, the code seems to be correct. Try writing it again. Oh, it still doesn't recognize this. Hmm.
Um, whose code? Claire, is that your code? So go up. You have the problem with the class path. See, it said in the line 1, they cannot find the package called DIY for youth students. So the way is that, okay, let me access yours. So in order to get it, sometimes if you don't know where the class path should be, delete it, then go to the place you call the function. So where's your function to call? You didn't use it. You didn't use your API yet. So where did you call? Always remember, same have a 2-line break. So here, say for example, you want to get our API. So you add parameters later. So parameter is your code, right? DIY for huh? So okay. So oh, you don't move. If you move, then I cannot do it. You don't move your mouse. Okay. Okay. See, you move your mouse here. then they will add for you. See, when you go here, this is the right way to import
Oh,
API. Okay, so this is the tricky. Now let's try again. So run your current file and make sure you run the right file. Oh, but you didn't return. So don't move your mouse because see, you need to return the output. Otherwise, the gradual they're looking for input and output. So you return the answer back to the gradual function, right? So in the gradual function name called chat, the chat has an input and it should have an output to match the gradual definition of outputs. Okay, now let's see what's the say warning. Received 2. Okay, let's see if this time better. You still have a warning. Let's see what's the warning. Utility.py use one expect 3 arguments for function. So do you have 3 func? 1, 2, 3. Expect 3. Received 2. Oh, yeah. See? So how to debug? You look at that. It said expect 3 arguments. All right. So we have in the chat 1, 2, 3. But in your inputs, you only have a 2 in the list. All right. This is the Python list. The first one go to question. The second one go to system message. Then you need to add 1 more. Okay. So look at teacher's screen to see how you add the third one, which is a field for people to enter the prompt templates. Okay, Claire, did you get it? Yeah, okay, try it by yourself.
Okay, so if you have problems, if you still have problems, I'll just send the code in the chat. Oh no. Yep. Because it's too long, so I'm in it 2 parts. Oh, you might have to check the indents here. So, are we all done with this? If you're done and your code is running, then just raise your hand so I can know. Good. Oh, for Jasper, I sent the code here, or do you want to share the screen? Jasper, do you want to share? I can stop sharing. Oh. Do you have the same problem?
Probably. It's not like getting the thing, like the package.
Oh, okay, scroll down. Scroll up a little bit. Oh, I think you're missing a few lines of code.
Really?
Oh, is this is what the system message? Okay,
Yeah.
so, um, let me see. So mm, wait, so do you want to like try this code first? Do you want to try the code first? Like put this code in your Python?
Sorry?
Do you want to put the code I sent in the chat in Python?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so try running it again. Oh, you still so um so your code is correct. So actually can I
I don't know, like, if like the files imported correctly.
it is correct though. So let me see.
So you have the same problem to
Yes.
add the pass. So the the, the tricky is that you remove the line one, the first line, delete it. And then go to
Delete for
your
now
mouse.
and come
Move,
here.
move mouse on just right in the middle of call API. Move your mouse. Go, yeah,
To this
wait
one.
and wait. Don't, no, the mouse there and wait. See, import this name. Click
Okay.
import this name. And then where
So-
are they?
So which direction is it?
Yeah, which one are you using? You have two.
Yeah,
Maybe click, I think either way works.
I think this one.
You, yeah, either way it should work.
Okay, so
And
now
run it.
save it. I think it should work.
Yeah, you after class you need to clean up. Only say keep one.
Yeah, because we don't want to.
Great, try it.
Great, so now try it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna,
Yep, now try it.
yeah, hold on a minute.
You can do that.
Wait, yeah, I think it works. Yeah, it works.
Okay, so
Thank you.
since you're done, do you want to just like present it? Oh wait, you're done the second one. Sorry. Okay, so good. Now try catching up to the
Yeah, okay.
okay. So is everybody done? Else than Jasper? So you can have some more time to catch up to the third one. I mean second one. So I think most of the people are done. While Jasper, you're writing the code. Do anyone want to share? Azalea, I thought you raise your hand. Do you want to share?
Sure.
Okay. You're not screen sharing yet. So now you can
Yeah, I
share
know.
what's in your code. Yeah, so do you want to share? You're not sharing. Okay. Good. Try running it. Okay, add the prompt template and system message. Do you have it?
Is it the one that you pasted in the chat?
Yep. Yes. Oh no, this is supposed to be the prompt template. And the system message, do you have the system message?
I don't know.
Okay. So here's the system message in the chat.
Okay.
No. I mean, choose one of them. Yep. Maybe delete the Q, the question. Yeah. Oh. It should follow the prompt template. Try making the question, find the area of a 2D shape, remove the Q. Find the area, try that. Oh, you might have some problem in your code. Do you want to share your code? Oh, so you're missing a few lines of code. After the prompt, the F string prompt template, it should be the user query, then next line question as the question, and a triple quotation mark, which means like you can have a very long one. Uh, no, just question. Then in the next line is a triple quotation. I remove the space in between the triple quotation and question. Okay, so now try running it. Click on it. Oh, you stopped all of them. Now run this radio one. It should work now. Yep, click on the link. And now add all of them back. Um,
Wait, sorry, I'm looking for the prompt template.
oh, it's okay. Wait, if you can't find it, do you want me to send it again?
It's fine, I
Wait,
found
you
it.
did. Okay, now try running it. Um, there should still be problems with your code. Check your code. No, the interface is all good. Just scroll up. Scroll down a little bit. Turn response. Mhm. Wait, don't move right now.
Sorry?
Go back to your code. Um,
So the problem
Oh.
is line 19. So she was using question as the parameter to the API, which the question didn't include in the prompt template. Now it's changed to the prompt. The prompt including the prompt template and the question. So Azela, did you get it?
You split these.
Yeah.
That's the reason the
Yes.
API didn't know your prompt. Now try again.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just.
Maybe it should work now.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, so now it has the example, instruction, and question. So,
Thank you.
okay, so I think now we're all done with this, right? So, do anyone else want to present their code? Uh, Andrew, do you want to present your code? I'm gonna stop sharing. Wait, so yes, run it. Um, Wait, no. So the question is just your own question. And don't delete it. Cut that, cut all these information, put it back into prompt template. Put it like in the next line of prompt template. Yep. To make the prompt template function fully, you still need the second half. You still need the second half, like the output example instructions and all of that. If you don't have it, it's in the group chat right now. This is the second half, so put it right after the prompt template you have right now. Yes, so it should work right now. Oh. Then still you have to check your code. Go back to PyCharm. Okay, so I think go to line 14. Here, I think you used question as like as the prompt, so like the API didn't recognize it. Use prompt. Replace question as prompt. Yes. Try running it now. Yeah. Wait, try all that again.
You can just click submit again. They will use your new code. You just click submit. Yeah. See?
Wait, good. So now you have the correct one. I think this is kind of like a general problem, so you might use question instead of prompt. So you're supposed to use prompt. If your code doesn't work like instructions, 2 stars, instruction, 2 stars, then example, then question, just tell me because I think this is a pretty general question, problem, I mean. Okay, so is everybody good with this? You don't have, like, you have all of that correct? Okay, if no, then we're gonna move on. So there is still problems with our AI. So in the math teacher example, it doesn't have a history. So if you just asked it a question to solve earlier and replies the answer, and the next time it responds, it doesn't know what you're talking about. So to solve this, we have to create a chat history, and if we're updating this every single time. So basically the problem is it doesn't have a memory. If we say, I'm in Toronto, then press submit. It says, good, Toronto is whatever. And with that memory, you ask, what is the weather in the next question? It will just not know because it has no memory. It can't recognize you just said, I'm in Toronto. But if you add the memory, you say I'm in Toronto, then enter, then I'm in Toronto. Oh, sorry. Then what is the weather? It will say the weather in Toronto. Okay. So I'm gonna do a comparison. This is the one without the chat history. Okay. And this is the one with chat history. Okay, so now let's test it. We ask the question. I'm in Toronto. Click submit. It says that's great, blah, 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 blah. And now if we ask the weather, oh, sorry, this is the one with chat history. So with the chat history, we can ask it in the 2 different lines. So what is the weather like today? So it will recognize it. If I didn't repeat the same code, this shouldn't have that answer. But just in case, oh, stop all, then run this again. All right. So now testing it. Oh, good. Thank you. See? So now it will say, I'm sorry, I don't have real-time weather information because you didn't say, what's the weather like somewhere. But this one, it can tell because it has the memory. So yeah, it recognized that you said I'm in Toronto in the recent message. Okay, so to do that, it's kind of complicated, but not that complicated. The only thing you have to do is before defining the function, add chat history. Because this is too long, I'm just not gonna write imports and stuff. So now this is accessing the global chat history. And here's the chat history. And finally, the last few lines is basically updating the chat history every time the user asks a question and the bot responds, and then return the response. So these few lines basically gives the chatbot memory. Oh, for the 3 dots, it's just all the code that we used to have. So you only have to look like at this chat history right under the prompt. And this will be before the define the function, adding this list. And global chat history will be right under the function. Oops. Okay, so the only things you have to change is adding chat history, adding global chat history here, and updating chat history. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you guys 8 minutes to do this. If you have any problems or errors, just tell me. Oh, you still can't find where to add it? Let's see the full code. So first, like, I get rid of all these because it's always the same. It's just right under the API, the student API key. The first one, chat history. And the global chat history is just right under define the function and keep everything else the same. And the user's query still stay the same. This is just adding chat history to it. And this basically is updating the AI history, the chat history every single time it responds and you ask the question. And all of these are the same. Okay. You're welcome. And if you're done, you can just test it very simple using the weather example. You don't really need to add any prompt template or system message if it works in the advanced too. Just ask, say, I'm in like a city, then ask the weather. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes. And for the people who are not sure or have errors, maybe just use the code I shared in the chat. So I'm gonna split the code into two. Yes, so you still put the user query in. You don't remove anything, you just add things. Okay, so here's the code. And if you have any questions, you can ask, because this is a slightly harder one.
I don't think it worked.
Oh, so good, Zachary. So do you want to share?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, hold on, Jasper. Are we gonna fix this problem first? Um, so add like tab first, make these like line up.
Mhm.
I mean, is there any errors?
Huh?
Is there any errors here?
No, oh wait, it's a 6 errors over there.
No, so stop it and then run it again. Let's see if there's any errors. I think you're running advanced bot too. So right click in the code, right click in the code. In your advanced bot. Yes, run this. No, run. Go down, run. Yes. Because I think you're running the previous one. So, wait, scroll up. Scroll up. Do you import to the top? To the first line. Oh, you have to import. Import Gradio as gr. So there's gr. Yes. So now it should work. Okay, try running it now. Yeah, test it.
Hmm?
Oh, go back. Oh, so let me control the screen first. You still have the same problem? Wait. There a message. Name DLI for youth. Student API key. Oh, you didn't define the API key yet. So wait, go add DIY for youth API key. Yes, add this line. Good. It should work now. Okay, good. Hey Jasper, did you fix your problem yet? Because you're all correct. Jasper, you're correct. And delete all of that. Change it to what's the weather today? Okay. So at least it says you're in Toronto, so that means it has the chat history. Anyways, I think your code is good. And Jasper, do you want to share? Because it seems like you don't have the chat history.
Wait, let me test for like,
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna share for now. Just
so if I ask, like, if I say I'm in Toronto, it records that, right? And then my next question is like, how's the weather? It says like the weather in Toronto or something, right? But it doesn't show the chat history.
oh, it's not supposed to show the chat history. The chat history is just like it just updates the chat history. You didn't print the chat history in the code, so you won't get the chat history.
Oh, okay.
But it already has the chat history.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still have a question. I don't think it's working. It keeps, when I ask it, like, what's the weather at all, it will never respond. It'll just say, oh, it seems like you're in Toronto. Um,
Oh. Can you share it again? Tell me. So run the code again. So maybe stop it. Stop the code first. I mean, there's a stop all button. Yep. Stop all. Run it again. Click on it. And say, I'm in Toronto. Yep, submit. Okay, now say, what's the weather today? Oh. Okay, now it gives the correct answer. So you're good. Very good. You're welcome. Ella, do you want to share? Since you said it's not giving you a link. Do you want to share? Stop all first. Scroll up. Run it. It should give you a link. Oh. Scroll down. Scroll down again. Did you? Yeah. Return response. Okay, good. Scroll down again. I don't think it's the return response problem. Um, actually try running it again now. Try running it again. Does it give you the link in previous ones, or does it never give you a link?
Never.
It never give you a link? Oh. I see, it's good now. You returned it. Now test it. Can you click on the link?
Wait, yeah, I gotta like share.
Okay, try. Yep, and then try the weather thing. Oh, go back to your Python. Scroll up. Return response. Chat history. Oh, you didn't update the chat history every single time. So you should add these lines. Wait, I'm gonna send it in the chat. You should add this. You should add this updating the history every single time before return response. Yes, and now try running it again. Okay, now test it. Oh, you might still have some problems in the code. Go back to the code again. Um, wait, so It seems to be correct. Scroll up more. Okay, so I think your code is all correct. It might just be some problems of GPT of the weather. Maybe change a way to test it. For example, say I'm in Toronto. Yep. Then say what's the culture? Okay, great. So now that means it has the history, so your code is now correct. Because it's kind of late, so we will have to move on. Welcome. So let's move on to the recap. So in this Learnathon workshop, we have customized our own basic chatbot, which has the advanced functions like the system information, the prompt template, and chat history. Okay, so welcome Sophie to talk about the business plan.
All right, thanks, menu. I'll take over your screen really quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay, just checking. You guys can see it. I'll assume that's a yes. Okay. So there's a few things that are a unique requirement of the hacker division. One of them is going to be your business plan. In your pitch, you told us some really great ideas, or you are going to tell us some really great ideas as to how cool your product is and how amazing your business is, and maybe what are all of the wild impacts that you can achieve. Here's where you have to go a little bit more in depth and tell us how that's going to be realistic, how you plan to achieve it. You want to tell us that you actually have some potential, and at the end of the day, as is the goal of any business, you want to tell us that you can make some bit of money and that you can make some profit off of your business. Okay, so there's a few things that you'll want to go over. The first and most important is your executive summary. This is where you give us a high-level overview of what your business actually is. So you want to tell me your business name, your business concept, your goals and objectives, and your mission statement. So I could use a simple example to demonstrate this. The simplest version of a business might be your classic lemonade stand. So I might call my business the Sunny Day Lemonade Stand. And what I'm doing is I'm selling lemonade in my local community. What I want to achieve is I want to help my community get healthier by providing healthy drink options that are low in sugar and that use real fruits or organic lemons or something like that. And my mission statement is a short statement about the purpose of my business. And what's really important to include within this is your unique value proposition. So you want to tell me what makes you different from potentially all of the other apps out there, or in my case, all of the other lemonade stands out there. So mine might be that my fruits are all organic or all grown locally in a farm in Ontario, etc. Okay, second part is your company description. So you want to tell me the industry that your business is in. For all of you, that will be the tech industry or the AI industry. You're likely all making software or something along those lines. Your products and services are going to be what you offer. So in your case, that might be a website, that might be something with a subscription service, it might be an app. In my case, it might be the fact that I'm selling lemonade and potentially some other snacks along with it. Okay, third is your market analysis. This is important because we want a guarantee that there's actually someone out there who's going to purchase your product and who's going to benefit from your product. So you want to tell me first who your target market is. Who are your customers? Where are they based? Maybe some brief demographics. So you might be targeting your app to teenagers in the GTA, maybe people with a specific health concern. For example, if you're trying to address Alzheimer's disease, or if you're trying to help those with like who are hearing impaired, you might want to outline that in your business plan. In my case, I might be targeting people who are jogging through my park or who are passing by in a hot summer's day who are seeking a refreshing drink option. So that makes it really clear that there's someone out there who will buy into my product. You want to tell me about what their needs are. So what problems do those people have that you uniquely are able to address? And what the trends are in the market that you can take advantage of. So if people are leaning more towards online meetings now, maybe that's a trend that you can take advantage of. If people want more leisure time, maybe that's something you can take advantage of. Maybe in the post-pandemic world, people want more digitalized lives. That's something that you can think about. Finally, within this section is your competitive analysis. You want to know who your competitors are and how you're going to differentiate your business from them. Now, this business plan is going to be made in a pretty short amount of time, say 48 hours. So we don't expect you to do extremely in-depth research as to who exactly the companies in this industry are. You don't have to name every single one of their names. You don't need to know exactly what their niches are. But the best way for you to do this is to identify that unique value proposition, some niche or some competitive advantage that will put you above your competitors, even if you don't know who they are yet, something that automatically makes you special. This might be that you are the first of your kind for a certain product. It might just be that you do it the best, so you do it at the highest quality. It might be that you do it at a low cost and you're very efficient. Okay, next is your marketing and sales strategy. So two parts to this. First is your marketing plan. How are you going to attract customers and how are you going to keep them with your business? So how do you develop that loyalty, which is so important for a lot of businesses? It keeps the money coming in continuously throughout a customer's lifespan. You might do this through a social media presence. This might be advertising, so traditional ads on TV. This could be word of mouth. And note that you probably won't have all of this accomplished by now, and we absolutely do not expect you to have like advertising done. But it's the fact that you're able to demonstrate potential to us that is so valuable, and especially valuable to a judge or an investor. So you're able to give us a clear plan as to how you're going to advance and grow your business in the future. That automatically makes it so much more appealing. Second part of this is your sales strategy. So how are you actually going to sell your product or services? What are the channels that you're going to do it through? This might be online sales, this could be in-store sales, direct sales. For my lemonade stand, I might be selling it just like directly through a stand. Very simple. Okay. Second last is our operational plan. So there's three parts to it. First is your production. You want to tell us how you're going to actually make this product and service. How do you guarantee that it's actually going to function well? How do you guarantee that it's going to be of good quality and satisfy your customers and do all of the things that you say it will? For a piece of software, this might be very good monitoring of your website. For my lemonade stand, it might be that I'm getting up and juicing the lemons every single morning. I'm hand picking them and I'm checking them for quality, something along those lines. Secondly is your management team. So in your pitch, you outlined to us, or in your About Us section, you told us who the people in your team were. Now you're able to expand more in depth into that. So you're able to tell us the key people involved in running your business and each of their specific roles. And this just allows us to have some kind of awareness of that. And it also allows us to give you the recognition you deserve. Thirdly and finally is your operational workflow. So give us some insight into what a typical day in your business might look like. Again, this is speculative. Feel free to go as big or as innovative as you want. This doesn't have to be incredibly complicated. For my lemonade stand, this is really simple. I might get up in the morning, I'll set up shop, I'll juice my lemons throughout the day and put it in cups with sugar, and at the end of the day, I'll close shop and clean up. Okay. Finally, and most importantly, is your financial plan. The goal of any business is to make a profit or at the very least break even. Your business or your product can help people. Certainly, that is a very good goal to have. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are not losing money so that you can keep doing this into the future. First, you want to outline all of the startup costs for your business. This is useful for investors to know, and this is really, really useful for you to keep in mind. So these are all of your fixed costs. For you, this will likely be quite low, but this might be the cost of buying a domain for a website. It could be the cost of your API. For me, for my lemonade stand, this might be the cost of the stand itself or the cost of my equipment. You also want to tell me about your revenue model. So how are you actually going to rake in cash? For you guys, this might be through advertising. This could be through subscription models. It is up to you, and feel free to get creative. Feel free to get as innovative as you would like to. In my case, I'll keep it simple. I might be selling 100 cups of lemonade in a day, and I'll sell those cups for $1 each. So I'd be breaking in $100 a day. And if I ran my business for a month, so 30 days, I'd end up with a revenue of 3,000 at the end of the month. Okay, finally, it's your financial projections. You want to provide some basic and really short-term projections for revenue, expenses, and profit for either your first month, your first 6 months, or even your first year. All of this is potential, so this doesn't necessarily have to be set in stone, but you can give us an ideal sense of what you would like your numbers to look like and what the profit that you would like to make will kind of look like. Okay, so overall business plan, this template will be sent out in the Discord, so you'll have access to it when you actually participate in the hackathon. You'll likely want to dedicate some time to this or have some team members be able to focus on this plan specifically, and you'll be able to deliver to us along with your pitch on hackathon day. All right, I'll stop sharing. If anyone has any questions, I guess we can do Q&A now, Manu. How's that sound?
All right, so let's do the Q&A now. So if you have any questions, you can ask right now. It can be about the business plan and the code.
When is hackathon day?
The date of the hackathon isn't set in stone yet, but it's likely going to be sometime in August. So the slide that we had earlier there is a little bit outdated, but if you want to start thinking about your ideas or some plans that you want to make or how you might want to design your product, you can start doing that right now. Teams will be posted later on. It's just that we still have another session, our pilot session, and that will expand on even more content. So we'll get that to you later on. July 20th to 21st. Let's check.
For Claire, yes. So the teams are you can actually pick your teams, I think. And if you didn't, they'll give you random ones. Yes, the teams will be posted later. We just have one more session. There will be one hackathon in person.
For
Um,
Claire, hackathon's going to take place probably in August. It's going to take place this summer. We aren't sure of what day yet, but we'll always update you in advance on both WeChat and our Discord server. So look out for that. And we'll come out with more details later. If there aren't any more questions, we can close out here. As always, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, check that out. And there's a channel specifically for those of you in the hacker division. If you don't see it, it's called Hackathon 2. Send me or Legend or Menu a DM on Discord and we'll add you in. But otherwise, I'll let you all go. If you have any more questions, shoot us a DM.
Wait, so the hackathon is in July 21st. This is the latest thing to me.
All right, my bad for the
July 20th
misinformation.
to July 21st.